It's a local kitchen, Scott. It's very local. That's what it's all about. And there's a lot of restaurants in it. And when you go there, if you don't know what you want to eat, they can help you because they have so many different restaurants in there. Alex, good to see you. How are you?
Good to see you too.
I'm picking out what I'd like, Alex.
Scott's reading one of the other restaurant menus that are in there.
If you want some Mediterranean, we have you covered.
Okay. They've got it all right. But we're here to talk about Koi Palace. And if you've been to the Bay Area, you know about Koi Palace. You guys have that on the menu now?
Yeah, it's incredible. We heard from so many of our guests that they really wanted to have better Asian options.
Okay.
And we started to really think through what are the best Asian menus that we could bring to market. I've always been a huge fan of Koi Palace. My grandma lived in Cupertino. Whenever I'd come visit, Koi Palace was the dim sum place that we went to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So for me, this was something that was super exciting. We met with the Koi Palace team. We started to really ideate on what a partnership could look like.
Okay.
So we did a bunch of tastings within their restaurants, and then we really brought this back to our test kitchen to figure out how can we bring that same quality that Koi Palace is known for. And for those of you who aren't aware, Koi Palace might be the most acclaimed dim sum restaurant in all of Bay Area. They've been on a finalist for James Beard Outstanding Restaurant. They've won all these awards, and so we really worked with them to figure out how can we make the food taste as good in our restaurants as they do in their restaurants.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you guys do. You bring in chefs to make that happen.
Completely.
They train you guys, and okay.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It is a lot of pressure. I mean, we go through these tastings, making sure that they've built their brand on their dim sum, and they're really known for hitting this amazing quality, having this really delicate flavors. And so for us, it was how do we uphold that standard that they really carry through.
Yeah. Okay. So give us a little sample of some of the stuff that we can get at local kitchens.
So I think the first one to really try is the barbecue pork buns, which I think is a dim sum classic. Everyone has had one before.
Going in?
Yeah, we'll go in here.
These are great. They're steamed, and so you get kind of the nice fluffy outside and then the sweet porky inside. So super delicious.
Porky inside.
That's incredible. And among the favorites,
that's delicious.
On the menu.
Definitely among the favorites. I think the one for me that's kind of been a sleeper hit has been these spring rolls. I think you can kind of have spring rolls. Oh, you've had one, you've kind of had them all.
Sure.
But this one has a lot of great mushroom flavor in there, and it's really so much more, I think, unique than a lot of the typical spring rolls that you would have.
If I must.
You must.
That's a little spicy there, I'm guessing?
This is a little spicy, yeah, a little chili oil. And then we also have in our restaurant some kind of sweet and sour sauce for you to dip these in as well.
Mushroom forward.
Very mushroom forward.
It's so sticky, it's sticking to my teeth. That bun is so sticky.
What do we got here? What's this thing?
So these are a real kind of Koi Palace unique menu item. So it's not a traditional dim sum menu item.
Right, these?
You can have those as well. Those are pot stickers, super delicious too.
Right.
But these are their crispy shrimp dumplings. So they kind of took, I don't know if you've ever had hargao, they're the shrimp dumplings in the kind of white casing. And so they tried to figure out how can they take all those flavors and make it more unique. So this is their crispy shrimp dumpling. It takes all of the great flavor of the inside, adds some nice interesting texture to it. So definitely recommend trying those as well.
You keep adding. How's the process go where you just keep adding and adding? Like, it's so exciting to see all these.
For sure, and I think it's definitely a bit of we really want to make sure that everything we add, we can execute at a really high level. So it's a balancing act. We try to figure out what is really selling, what isn't selling, how can we make the menu easier, more effective for us to produce a super high quality result every time, while at the same time figuring out what our guests really want.
You bet. I'd like more of those. That's all I'm saying.
We can give you some more.
Just a restaurant focused on that particular item.
Perfect.
Good.
Speaking of the new ones that are coming, can you give us a little hint of what's on the way? There's another exciting one on the way,
For sure. In early February, we're going to be launching a Vietnamese-based menu. So we'll have some super interesting pork belly, which that's not a super common for fast casual restaurants. So super excited to have some delicious pork belly in there. And then we're partnering with one of the true rising stars of her generation. She was just Forbes 30 under 30 for food and wine. Don't want to kind of talk too much about the menu. You'll have to wait for another segment, but super excited about it.
We'll wait it out. We'll have you back on.
Can we schedule you now?
Definitely.
Get the calendar out. Let's schedule him right now.
We'll make it happen.
I love it. Done. All right, we'll put up a little information about local kitchens. There it is. Nice job, man. That was fantastic. And we're ready for pork belly, or as we like to call it, bacon steak.
Bacon steak.
That's
my favorite.
Bacon steak.
There's all that information, website, Instagram, all that you need in order to go and get your fix at local kitchens.
Oh my gosh, local kitchens is good.